Making a positive first impression is important in many things we do in our lives. For example, attending a job interview, meeting new people, or speaking in front of others. Showmanship is one of those important first impression times. Whether showing at your local county fair or a major national show, the judge's first impression as you enter the show ring has a big impact on his or her final decision, especially when showing pigs. Showmanship refers to how you present your animal, including cleanliness, grooming, sportsmanship, and common courtesy to make the best impression on the judge in the show ring. Showmanship is also how well you control your animal, how it reacts to you and to others. Showmanship is the area of livestock showing over which the exhibitor has the most control. In showmanship, you are judged on your ability to control and present your animal to demonstrate its best characteristics. A good show person has a sense or knack for an effective presentation of an animal. Advanced planning, practice, and hard work are the keys to becoming a good show person. Showmanship success at the fair depends on the amount of time you work with your hog at home. It's important to remember that you can't teach an animal to be show ring ready in just one day. Just like you, your hog has its own personality. It will have good days and bad days, so it's important that you exercise patience as you work with your hog. Be consistent and humane as you care for and train your animal. If your practice time with your pig is a good experience, then it will remember and enjoy working with you. By doing chores and caring for your pig properly, it learns positive things happen when you are around. This will help you gain the trust of your animal. Trust plays an important part as you and your hog become a team in the show ring. Hog showmanship not only generates enthusiasm, competition, and fun in the show ring, it also teaches many valuable life skills that can be used in day-to-day life. These lessons include responsibility, learning about work, winning graciously, losing with dignity, and determination to reach an ultimate goal. This video is intended to help swine enthusiasts understand proper showmanship techniques. When entering a showmanship contest, it is important to dress appropriately, and an exhibitor should always check the rules of the show to make sure his or her attire meets the requirements of the show. Most judges prefer an exhibitor to look nice, but to not create a distraction from his or her animal. The exhibitor should not be the main attraction. Make sure you are wearing clean clothes that are free from holes. Long sleeve shirts are more formal than short sleeve shirts. Colored shirts with collars are normally recommended. Pants should be worn with a belt, fit properly, and be clean. Pressed jeans or slacks are recommended. Shoes should have hard soles, be clean, and free from holes. Boots are acceptable but not mandatory, and make sure your clothing doesn't look like you just came from the wash rack. Your hog should be clean and properly fit before you enter the show ring. The preparation of your hog will reflect upon you as a showman. The equipment you need to show a pig is minimal. Hogs are shown with a proper driving device, and the exhibitor should have a cloth or brush to clean the pig if needed. Entering the show ring is the opportunity for an exhibitor to make a positive first impression on the judge. Most judges prefer to bring one exhibitor in at a time into the show ring. This is your time in the spotlight, so please keep total eye contact with the judge. A lack of control as you enter the ring will limit the judge's interest in your showmanship abilities. When entering the show ring, it is important to have total control of your pig. Never chase your pig into the show ring. Enter the show ring with your pig at a slow, easy pace with an idea of where you want to drive the hog. Try to drive the pig into an open area of the ring where the judge can see it. As you enter the ring, it is important to make sure that the pig is between you and the judge. After entering the ring, and as the judge is bringing other exhibitors into the ring, stay out of the way of those coming in currently. As the judge finishes bringing the class into the ring, you are then able to drive using the whole arena. Having control of the pig as you enter the show ring will take practice at home. Spend time driving the pig to get it trained to move it where you want to go. Driving your hog on different surfaces will prepare the pig to be driven on any surface you encounter at the show. Control of your pig as you enter the show ring is critical in gaining a positive first impression from the judge. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the importance of watching the judge as you are showing your pig. Eye contact is the way to communicate to the judge your enthusiasm for being in the show ring. Watching the judge and knowing where he or she is at all times also allows you to know where to put your pig so that you can show it at its best. Each exhibitor needs to find a balanced way to look at the judge, look at the animal, and back to the judge. Lack of eye contact with the judge will result in the inability of the judge to indicate to the exhibitor any instructions or information that is needed. It is neither necessary nor recommended to stare at the judge or to have a phony smile. Look natural, relaxed, and pleasant when approaching the judge. Your facial expressions go a long way in communicating your intensity and desire to win in the ring. If the judge cannot see your face and eyes, you will not be able to communicate your feelings to him or her. It is necessary to know where the judge is at all times. You should also know where your hog is in relation to the judge and the other hogs in the show ring. Look at the judge, look at your hog, look where your hog is going and back to the judge. If you are vigilant, you are able to maintain proper eye contact while exhibiting your hog. Driving your hog is one of the basic skills of swine showmanship. Driving is the process of moving your pig around the ring, exhibiting it to the judge. When driving your hog, you should be able to work as a team. Pigs look their best when they are on the move with their head up. A pig with its head down digging the dirt will not only get dirty, but will arch its back, making it appear shorter and higher topped. You should also keep your hog moving at a steady but deliberate pace. The only time a pig should stop in the show ring is while the pig is either defecating or urinating. Once the pig has completed this, the exhibitor should resume showing. Wiping any excess manure from this pig is needed with a brush or cloth carried by the exhibitor. It is important to avoid big groups of hogs. Remember, by keeping your pig away from others, it will seldom end up in a fight. Hogs are driven using a suitable driving device. These devices range from a traditional hog cane to the more modern driving sticks and whips. Most judges have a preference for a particular driving device. However, achieving proper control using any device is what counts. Driving devices should be used only on the front 1/3 of the hog, primarily from the middle to the shoulders forward. Exhibitors may also use the front flank for signaling the pig to go forward. Hitting the pig on valuable cuts of meat such as the ham and loin is not desirable. With proper training, the pig should react to a light touch with this driving device. Hitting the pig and leaving marks is unacceptable in the show ring. Using the device for discipline should happen during the training of the pig and should take place at home. The driving device can be held in either hand. Some judges prefer the exhibitors change hands using the outside hand for the device, while other judges prefer to use one hand only. The free hand may be used to touch the pig only when necessary, such as getting the pig out of the corner or away from the fence. Many showmanship contests require to show in several heats and hopefully a championship round, so your pig needs to have the stamina to be able to drive even in the last class of the day. Make sure your pig gets enough exercise at home so it will have the stamina to compete at the show. A pig should be able to show non-stop for at least 30 minutes. Training time should probably be a little longer. Spacing in a hog show is not a difficult concept. The point is to keep your hog away from others so that the judge can easily see your hog. Proper spacing will help you keep your pig away from others, limiting the chance of trouble with other pigs. The pig should stay 10 to 15 feet away from the judge, with the exhibitor being positioned on the opposite side of the pig. If your pig is too close, the judge does not get a good view of your hog. If you're too far away, the judge has a feeling that you're not part of the game. Keeping the pig between you and the judge is critical. Spacing and position are all a part of control. This type of control and teamwork takes many hours of practice at home before the show. Your pig needs to be trained to turn, go, and stop when needed. Keep your hog in the correct position for the judge to evaluate it by staying out of the corners and away from the fence. When you have control, you are able to put your hog in the correct position to allow the judge to see the best view. Pigs that exhibitors can't drive away from the fence are out of control. Exhibitors need to have the ability to put the hogs where they are needed at the correct times. Most judges like to see the pigs coming toward them, going away from them, and on a side profile, all while on the move. If you are able to move your pig into those positions when the judge is watching, you will impress the judge. The best showman can move the pig where it needs to go with little effort. A touch of the driving device should allow the exhibitor to stop, turn, and drive the hog. Control is learned at home under various circumstances. The first time the pig is out of the feed pen should not be at the fair. Hogs need experience prior to coming to the show. Pigs that fight are often pigs that have little or no show-ring experience. Pins are used in a hog show to eliminate some of the confusion that can exist. When there are several hogs in the arena at once, it can be difficult to determine the winner of the showmanship contest. Judges can use the pins to allow exhibitors a chance to further demonstrate control by pinning their hogs. This provides the judge an opportunity to identify exhibitors with less control. Exhibitors need to learn how to properly pin their hogs to make a positive impression. If an exhibitor is asked to pin their pig, he or she needs to deliberately move the hog to the designated pin. Upon arriving at the pin, the exhibitor should stop the pig near the gate and open it. After the pin is open, the exhibitor should direct the pig into the pin and follow the pig into the pin and close and lock the gate behind them. While in the pen, the exhibitor is usually allowed to hydrate the pig as needed, check for any dirt on the pig, and crouch or stand behind the pig to be ready to be released. After caring for the pig, the judge should be the focus of the exhibitor. The exhibitor needs to remember that he or she is still showing the pig. The exhibitor should be ready to exit the pen upon the judge's signal. When the judge asks the person to leave the pen, the exhibitor reaches over the pig and unlocks the gate, swinging it open for the pig to leave. After the pig has left the pen, the exhibitor should stop the pig, close and latch the gate, and resume showing the hog. One aspect of showmanship is having your animal look its best in the show ring. A well-groomed pig catches the judge's eye and shows that you have put in effort relative to your project. Commercial conditioners can aid in this process. Pigs should be washed and cleaned from dirt and stains prior to entering the show ring. A light coat of oil or water will improve the pig's appearance. Some shows may not allow the use of oil. Be sure to check the rules of the show before applying products to your pig. Trimming the rough hair ends from off of the pig will also help it look youthful and healthy or fresh when showing in a showmanship contest. Having your pig looking its best when entering the show ring is an important part of showmanship. Most judges will include some type of interview during the showmanship contest. This may include a few questions between the judge and the contestant, or a general question that all contestants answer on the microphone. As a judge is interviewing other contestants, it's important to continue showing your hog. If the judge stops you to have an interview, you need to stand and talk to him or her while your pig wanders around in the show ring. No matter what the scenario, you need to do your homework ahead of time so you are prepared for the questions. Questions need to be answered with enthusiasm and confidence. Be specific when answering the questions. For example, if the judge asks you what you'd like to change about your pig, don't just say it needs more muscle. Be more specific and tell the judge where the pig needs more muscle, in the loin for example, or in the ham. If you do not know the answer, be honest and tell the judge, I simply don't know. Don't ever guess. If you guess wrong, it is worse than if you admit you don't know the answer. Also, when answering questions, be sure to look the judge in the eye. This is a sign of confidence. Questions can include things such as, name one thing you like about your hog. This doesn't mean the pig is nice. It means what are its good qualities. For example, it is structurally correct and it is able to walk comfortably. They may ask where specific body parts are located. How much back fat does your show pig have? How large a loin eye does your pig have? What are you feeding your hog? When answering this question, be sure to include the answer the brand of feed you are feeding with the amount of crude protein or fat levels, as well as water and minerals. What did you do to prepare your pig for the show ring? What breed is your hog? How much does your pig weigh? What is your pig's birth date? You should probably be able to identify the ear notches on your pig as well. How many days has it been on feed? What vaccinations has your pig been given? And finally, what is the average dressing percentage on hogs? Showmanship is one of the most important and rewarding parts of any animal project. It is your opportunity to showcase your animal's positives and minimize its weaknesses. Each show is a little different. Showmanship may be the first class of the day, or it could be the last class of the day. No matter when it is held, showmanship should be a priority during the entire show. It is your way to showcase your animal. Some tips to remember in showmanship are, good showmen are calm, smooth, confident, courteous, and even a little aggressive. Showmen should always look like they're enjoying what they're doing. This may come in the form of a smile or facial expressions showing they're enjoying themselves. Don't try to fake enthusiasm with a half-painted-on smile. The judge may question whether you're happy to be there. Don't stand between you and your animal and the judge. You are there to show off your animal and all the hard work you've put in preparing for the show ring. Know where the judge likes to stand at all times. Find a balance between eye contact and your animal. Putting too much focus on any single item will result in losing out. Always keep your animal positioned correctly. Hogs need to be on the move at all times at a steady, slow pace. Work with your animal ahead of time. It needs training just as you do. A hog needs to learn how to be driven and to be in the ring for long, extended periods of time. It needs to learn how to stop, turn, and go with little or no effort. Do your homework ahead of time so you're prepared for any questions a judge may ask. Each judge has his or her own preferences. This video is only a step towards learning how to be a good showman. If possible, watch the judge evaluate a class before yours and listen to him or her critique that class. Then be flexible. If the judge does not prefer the showman to change hands with the driving device, then don't change. Keep a judge's log for future reference. If you're planning on showing hogs for a number of years, you may want to start a judge's log, so in case you ever show under the same judge again. This will help you remember what techniques he or she likes best, and also looks for when judging. Sportsmanship is the key. Everyone needs to learn to lose as well as win. Good luck and have fun showing.